Tennessee's Wild Side is a presentation of the Jackson Foundation.
Hi friends, welcome to the Wild Side. I'm Steve Hall. Many of us love having visitors to Tennessee. We're proud of the volunteer state and enjoy sharing it with people from beyond our borders. And it's not just because of country music, the blues in Memphis, and the mountains of East Tennessee. Some people and even other living beings are drawn to the smallest of places, like the little community northeast of Chattanooga.
Above the Hiwassee River, despite an icy day with a daunting winter wind, children and their parents are smiling, even laughing. The flocks of flying, resting, and very noisy Sandhill Cranes beneath the overlook are a form of entertainment that can't be duplicated by technology.
In a time where we have so much to take our attention away from nature, that parents would care enough to bring their children out to see nature and experience an amazing bird in masses here at the Hiwassee Refuge and in Birchwood, Tennessee means a lot to me. And then we also have teachers that get their students involved. We have professors that bring students to the Hiwassee Refuge. So to see those next generations caring about the natural world means everything to me.
Nearby, at the old Birchwood Elementary School, now a community center, a retired custodian and lunch lady, Linda Wright, doesn't need measuring cups or recipes to make her jalapeno cornbread.
That's a dump cornbread. I don't go by a recipe. I put in what I see and we go from there.
Just a little bit.
The jalapenos and all the hot stuff that goes in them is raised in our backyard because we're good farmers. So those are all raised in our backyard.
With friends and family helping in the kitchen, Linda is preparing the annual meal to celebrate the southbound birds that choose to take respite at the Hiwassee Wildlife Refuge. And the cornbread is a side dish to the crane soup.
A lot of times when the girls are out on the serving line of serving it, people will say, "They crane in that soup?" No, there's no crane in that soup. It's just vegetable soup.
Over the years, the dollars the birds bring in have been a big help in keeping the community center open and serving the people who live in the area.
We sold more of them hot ones yesterday than we sold anything.
Many were sad to see the old school close back in 2014.
Our kids went to school here, our grandkids went to school here.
So Linda and several other ladies founded BASIC, an acronym for Birchwood Area Society Improvement Council. Their goal was, and is, to preserve the building for the community. They made a proposal to the mayor.
Maybe a week later, Miss Ronell Blankenship was our principal then. After they closed the school, she was closing it out. And she gave me a call and she said, "Linda, can you come to the school?" I said, "Well, yeah, Miss Ronnie, I'll be there in a few minutes." I come to the school and she handed those keys back to me that I'd carried all them other years as their custodian. And she handed the keys back to me and I go, "They're gonna let us keep it and be over it." She said, "Yes, ma'am, they are." She cried and I cried. And when I walked out the door, I still cried because the kids weren't here anymore, you know. But a lot of the kids still come back through here and use this building. Now they got their own kids, you know. So that means, the old building means a lot to everybody in this community, not just me.
And it's the Sandhill Cranes that help pay the bills.
So this event is a big fundraiser for the Birchwood Area Society Improvement Council. They serve a fantastic homemade lunch every year at the Sandhill Crane Festival, and they raise money, and that money goes back into this community. So this is their biggest fundraiser of the year.
Residents and out-of-towners together seem to enjoy the traveling show performed by the big white birds.
I have been with the Tennessee Sandhill Crane Festival for 10 years now, and it is a joyful, fun weekend. We laugh through the entire weekend and love greeting guests from Tennessee and beyond.
I love the sound of them. You can go outside and they'll be circling the building or they'll be circling our homes, you know, and that's the sound, you don't hear that all year round. And they are absolutely beautiful. And when they dance, and that's what the Indians told me, and I've actually seen them do that, and I thought, yeah, that's how the Indians seen them many a moons ago, longer than we've been here, you know.
The Sandhill Cranes can be seen during much of the winter. With 6,000 acres of land and water, the Hiwassee Wildlife Refuge is second only to Florida for the largest winter flock in the Southeast. The Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency and even some local farmers plant corn to sustain the birds and prepare them for their continued migration.
Probably the last 3 or 4 years, I'm gonna say we're at our biggest count, probably 12 to 18,000 maybe. I've been here at Refuge since 2007. I've seen us at our largest, and I've seen it now to where the numbers are, population's probably growing, but we're probably getting less numbers, but places that used to not have any are seeing some, and places that had a few are seeing a lot more. So it's, you know, they've kind of expanded their territory more, I feel like. You always want to keep a good population, a healthy population. They got to have a safe place, which is what the refuge is for. You know, we have a hunting season to help control the population, to help keep them healthy. So it all plays together, you know, for the right cause.
Throughout the festival, school buses serve as shuttles, taking visitors back and forth from the community center to the wildlife refuge. The yearly 2-day Sandhill Crane Festival brings musical entertainment, along with an opportunity for artists and entrepreneurs who can offer their goods to a shifting crowd of visitors.
Some hikers in the Smoky Mountains literally came along just in time to save his life.
This particular day, there's a special appearance by what's believed to be the nation's only albino barred owl in captivity. The owl was somehow injured in the wild. And of course, before or after being educated and entertained, everyone is welcome to a good hot meal.
It brings a lot of people that we normally wouldn't meet, and we just feed them and treat them like we would want to be treated, and we love it.
I immediately felt connected to the women and men that run the Birchwood Area Society Improvement Council, because they are the heart and soul of this community, and they pour so much into not only the school and place and the community, but also to the Sandhill Crane Festival. They are true servants. I always say if everybody in the United States had their heart of servitude in their communities, the world would be a different place.
Can you see? What do you see? Birds, great. Got it. You can see birds.
Tennessee's Wild Side is a presentation of the Jackson Foundation.